starting today's video from inside of the car because I'm sure, as you can hear, it is downpouring, and I'm not going to try to balance an umbrella along with trying to talk and staying dry. So I'm seeing everybody popping up with Michael's clearance, Walmart clearance, Hobby Lobby clearance. So it just happens that I have to go to the city today. So I'm just going to take you with me, and we're just going to see what we can find, and I'll share what is out there in my location. But yeah, let's go shopping and see what we can find. So we have a bunch here. None of them are marked. Mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. So use your Michael's app and scan the barcodes, and that's how you know if they're gonna be coming up on sale or not. There is a ton of the skinny chenille. A ton of it. This is all the $5. And it has not moved yet because it is not marked $5. Look at this. But this is all $5. I've bought some of this from another store that is literally like 10 minutes down the road. See, these are all the same thing too. They're not marked. But if you scan them in the app, they're coming up product not available. So these are all on clearance too, but they're not marked on the shelf. Make sure you're scanning on the app. And if it's coming up product not available, take it to a price checker or take it to the registrar or an employee. The same with some of these, not all of them. Like these chenille kits, they're not marked, but they're coming up $5. But like this zebra one is not. It's not a chenille one. So it is not. It's still the regular $9.99. All right, here's what we're grabbing. Just a little one. Not too much. This was where I was expecting to buy the most. All right, you guys, this is a new to me Hobby Lobby. Never been to this one, but this one was in the area that I was at. So let's go give it a try and see if they have any other clearance. I feel like this was like a Becker or some kind of drugstore that closed down. This store is super small. Oh my gosh, it's like a section. Sorry. It's bigger than what I thought. Okay. So it looks like it at first glance. Okay. We have maybe 2 aisles. Let's see if there's anything. Yarn Bee True Colors, $1.24. There's another color. Uber Lux, $1.87. I hear the pricing gun going. Fleece Light, $1.49. Alright, this chunky boy, chunky knit velvet, $5.62. Alright, any of the Hennigs.
I can't find these. What can't you find? These are the only signs I can't find.
Looks like all of the hand-dyed hanks. are not marked, which is a bummer because that's what I was hoping to find. What do we have? $2.24. Here's another colorway. Effortless, super bulky.
No, they have to go to the office. She said, oh, you can't do that? No, just about you can do that. Sorry. I don't understand how people are mad at me. I didn't read it. I didn't read the pot. I can't read it. I don't even know if it's done. Then I had this lady. She comes right up in my face and like smiles and is like, hi. I had to back away. I was really too close in my face. Super happy. Yeah, okay, where are you at?
So it doesn't look like we have any of the soft and sleek. I thought
There's 3 sections.
this was one of them. Maybe not.
Wait, do you use this back there?
Down, extension 13, please.
Doesn't look like any of this yet. Ah, there it is.
Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard it. What did he say?
It already got discounted now and went. So somebody has already been here and bought it. Yep. There's more there. So it looks like I'm late. My store has already gone through it all. So I might be too late, and that's okay. I am not going to complain. Ooh, I think this is my color of cotton. It's a pretty color. That one is. Ooh, this one is too, I think. Maybe not. No, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. We don't have any of the big skeins either on clearance. Let's take a look through here. This is so pretty. That's pretty. Yep. They were all in there. All D's. They're gone. I'm too late. My store's already been through it. I did find this guy. $2.99. Premier anti-peeling bamboo chunky. These guys are only half. They have a lot of colors still in my store. It's one thing we do have a lot of. These are only on that half off. 131 yards, bulky 5, anti-pilling. There is a bunch of the Eternal Bliss magenta for $1.99. Regular $7.99. Like there's a whole dang shelf. That would be good for finger knitting, blankets, There also is this one, $1.99. Carnival balloons. If you're into using that big weight yarn, size 25mm knitting needles or 25mm crochet hook. There's only 28 yards on this. This isn't on clearance, but this is so fun. Look how fun. Oh, I love that. Look at this yarn bowl. There's a tea bag in it. It says time to unwind though. And look at this beehive. That's so cute. If you guys do cross stitching, look at this, 49 cents. Look how cute. There's a flamingo. These would be really cute for kids. The cute little strawberry. Punch needle. An owl. There's even macrame. Look at the needle floating island cow. The little key fobs. Wow, look at these macrame kits. Crochet wall. Then we have the fleece lights. Regular $5.99, reduced to $1.49. 110 yards. It's a really pretty purple and black. We have a quartz. That one is at the Symphony. This one's really pretty green and natural. Check your overstock carts. This is all that clearance. I stopped at Five Below real quick and I just wanted to show you these. Look at that OJ. Five Below NO. And that really kind of does look like it's crocheted. No, no, no. And here's another one. I don't know, what do we think? It looks like it's crocheted. Doesn't look like it is in the regular section. However, they really pared down. An employee just came over here and it scared me. They really pared down this yarn section. So, but the app said that they have it. Oh, that's a cute new color. That's cute. I'm gonna go see if I can find a clearance aisle. We'll see if it's there. Just turned around to go to the clearance aisle. It's here. There it is. $5. There's a ton. blanket, Very Berry in pink. And the brunette blanket frosting. Sunday Times. That one's still $9.98. That one definitely is $5. Seaside. And that one is. You guys, there's so much here. Do I get one or two each? I have no idea. I'm gonna think about it. My defense, they didn't have my yarn at my Hobby Lobby, so I'm gonna grab 3 of each color. It was definitely a fun, rainy adventure for the day. The weather did not want to cooperate at all. It would rain one minute, it would be sunny the next, it would downpour, it would stop, it would go, it would stop. It was just an awful nightmare. Traffic was horrendous. We're prepping because the US Open is coming to our area next week at the time that I'm filming this. So it was just like mass chaos. And I should have known better, but it's okay. I don't get to get down there very, very often, so I took full advantage. So anyways, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, went to all 3. Some wins, some losses, as you saw from the little footage. I didn't do a whole lot of in-store footage. There was a lot of people, employees, stocking shelves in Michael's. It was a very odd vibe, but I think it was just there because, or I think that it was that way because I was there right whenever the doors opened, so I just don't think they were awake yet. So I was super quiet to try to keep... I was super quiet because there was a couple around me stocking shelves, and I'm just weird like that, and I don't like people knowing what I'm doing. It's none of their business, but that's here nor there. My store had a lot, and it was all because they didn't have it marked. And the store that's 10 minutes down the road has everything marked, and they have hardly anything left. And what blows my mind is the people that shop that store drive 10 minutes down the road and check the other store. I mean, you could have walked away with boxes. But anyways, they had a lot of the skinny chenille, a ton. I did get one color there because the other store, oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Because the other store did not have it whenever I got it, and that was the skinny chenille in the color green stripe. This one was out of stock whenever I bought all of the other colors. So I did end up getting this one to put with the other colors that I got. To go with that though, I did grab this one because I want to try something. And I have something in the works with it. And this is the color tan in the Petite Pearl, which pairs with the skinny chenille. So these two work together. So I got one of, this was not on clearance. This was regular price, but I did have a 30% coupon, so this came down to $6.99. So this was the only thing original price that I bought today. Everything else was the clearance prices. But I did get the Fluffy Flex. I've never used this. I've always wanted to use it. So I did get at least one of each of the colors. This is a bulky number 5, and each is 126 yards. Everybody has gone over the specs so dang much. This is the color yellow. I did get 2 of these. Ducks are very popular in my area, and I think it's just because we're around a lot of lakes and rivers, so I grabbed 2 of those. This one is in the color gray. I did get 2 of these ones also. I did want more than one of the white, but they only had one white, so I just kept with the one white. And then I wasn't sure, what I would use the rest of these for, or how much I would use the rest of them for. So I ended up just getting one each of the blue, green, orange, and purple. So I just grabbed one of those. That and the fact that my storage space is now limited because of what I just recently got. However, in my defense, I know I have a ton of making in my very near future because my plushie stock is about next to nothing for my upcoming fall and winter markets. So I know once that season hits and prep starts, I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. So I would rather buy it now when I can get it for $5 than have to buy it later at full price. The one thing about Michael's that I noticed with my area, their signs were not tagged. Not only with this, but also with that bulky acrylic. I went down that one aisle and I showed all of the other thicker acrylics. Make sure you check the prices on the app. If you see somebody out there showing that it's clearance in their area, pick it up and scan it up on their, pick it up and scan it on your app. There's a little barcode reader and it'll pop up and it'll tell you how much it is. And if it comes up, item not found, I think that's what it said, take it to a scanner or take it to an employee. Chances are it's on clearance. Also, amigurumi kits. Same thing with those. They're on that same quad display that had the palm yarns. There was one of the sides of it. It had amigurumi kits on it. There was a mix, though, of chenille and acrylic. The chenilles were clearanced out to $5. They were not marked. If you scan them on the app, it did come up in the $5 clearance price. The acrylics were not. However, I think they were put in the wrong place because I'm wondering if somebody found the chenilles that were on clearance and then just stuck it there and grabbed a chenille. But as I was turning the corner, the one employee was literally just stocking it. So I'm not wondering if they had just recently set that whole entire end cap. I'll insert a picture here if I can figure out how to do it. They put out probably 15 maybe new kits that I haven't seen in my store. At least I don't know if they're new, but I haven't seen them in my stores. The Highland cows, I think there was a taco. I mean, some of these are really stinking creative. I feel like there's like this whole like kit thing coming back around with amigurumi. They even had a whole end cap of a dupe of the Woobles yarn. Personally, I have been hooked on watching Cinnamon Stitches. She's a YouTuber here. If you don't know her, I will link her down below. She's phenomenal. I love her. She has been doing this whole series lately reviewing amigurumi kits from Woobles to Michael's to Amazon ones. And it's nice to see because I was going to buy a couple of the chenille ones and now I'm kind of glad that I didn't based off of something that she had posted today. So I don't know, but I mean, to everybody's opinion is to each their own. I feel like there's like this resurgence of Ami kits. And I think that's what triggered my curiosity whenever I was doing my last Joann's haul with all that glow yarn. So anywho, so that was the end of Michael's. Hobby Lobby was next. And my store didn't really have much of anything. They had the Premiere, but I think the only reason why it was there is because it was only at the half off price. It wasn't included in the $75. I love Premiere yarns, but there was a lot of the Premiere. There was a lot of bulky weight yarns, and I didn't really want to get into that too much. The cotton was gone. The hand dyed was gone. The silky sleek was gone. Or the soft and sleek, whatever they call it. All of that was gone. And I think it's because my stores went clearance middle of May. I think I'm way late to the game in my area. I had gone to another Hobby Lobby about 2 weeks ago and it was the same thing then. So 2 out of the 3 stores now, I think I'm just too late to the game. I did end up getting 2 things there. I found this by the cutting counter because I was talking to one of the employees about what I'm going to show you next. And it was sitting in a cart that they had found throughout the store. And it was just a onesie. The Dream Supreme, regularly $8.99, reduced to $2.24. It is the most softest squish ever. I want to make a beanie out of this. So I did grab that. Other than that, all of that, it was the magenta and the carnival balloons, the mega balls that were, I think it was $8.99, clearance way down to $1.99. Does that sound right? 80% off? Yeah. That stuff had already been there for so long. The employee was telling me that that buggy that I showed, the back stock, they were pulling it from the shelves because they were getting ready already to donate it. So my stores were already at a donation point. And I was like, oh, but she said, if you still want to buy it, well, obviously we'll sell to you. I did get the carnival balloons, and I did get 9 of them. And I figured that would be a fun project. We're going to finger knit a blanket for $1.99 each, but I asked her for the ones that were in that cart, that were in the plastic bags. I got the ones in the bags for easy storage, but that was all that I got at Hobby Lobby. I've never walked out of Hobby Lobby under $20 before until today, until the other day. And then lastly was Walmart. Actually, before I went to Walmart, I stopped at Five Below, and I showed you that little snippet. I just wanted to say real quick, those were knit kits. They were not crochet kits, and it didn't click until I actually watched the playback and started editing. And it was the itty bitty knit kits. I had to write it down because it's like a tongue twister for me. But they're not crochet. They are knit, but they were still cute. They were $5.55, I think. But for somebody who's young, I was almost half tempted to buy the little orange juice jug just to teach myself how to knit something on me. But I have too much going on right now, and I think that it would just sit at my desk and go to die at the end, and I would forget about it. So I didn't get it. But that was all that they had there. They also had some mass market, and it looked really close to crochet. I really think that it was on their pillows, and that pains my soul to no end that they do that and then they sell it for as cheap as they do, and then there's people like us that are trying to actually do it handmade, and that's why we can never get what we really can get for a true hourly rate, is because of that. Ugh, that irks me. Okay, anyways, end of rant. Went to Walmart, couldn't find it at first. It was all on an end cap. When I say to you that I really believe that they had just gotten this shipment of yarn in, I really think that it was. I think they had gotten all 3 of the frostings in, and I think they had gotten the other ones in too that were variegated, because they were all in one end cap. All of them were full. It was like they were hardly even touched. And the shelf tag was marked right, but the overhead sign that was up on the top was $9.97. So that was probably why it was all still there, is because nobody wants to look at the shelf tag. But there again, they were kind of at the bottom too. So anyways, we all know what the colors are based off of what everybody is showing. Sunday Times, Very Berry, and Seaside. Here are the colors of them for all 3. Sunday Times. My lighting today stinks because the weather outside stinks. Sunday Times, Seaside, Very Berry. They were $5. I did get 3 of each of these. I know whenever market prep comes, I will likely go through those like crazy with my big plushies. So that is all. And with that being said, the diet officially begins. The yarn diet begins. At this point moving forward, it is only going to be for if I need something for specific orders. If another clearance something comes up, I don't know, we'll maybe revisit it, but I hope the heck there is no more clearance nothing that comes up, because it's time to make, it's time to use, it's time to share, and it's time to move through some of this stuff. So with that being said, the yarn diet has officially begun. Moving forward, we will be going through and making things. And if you would like to see that content or any other content for market prepping, or any other future videos like this, I invite you to please subscribe, hit that bell, make sure you hit that like button, and until next time, I'll see you soon.